Washington. Employers in the private sector will have 2 months to ensure their workers are fully vaccinated or tested weekly under a new federal regulation detailed Thursday that will affect more than 2/3 of the country's workforce. Any employer failing to meet the requirements by January 4 could face nearly $14,000 in fines for each employee who isn't in compliance, a senior administration official said. Employees who are not fully vaccinated will be responsible for covering the cost of their own weekly tests. Employers will be required to provide paid time off for workers to get vaccinated and recover from any side effects starting December 5, the same day when unvaccinated employees will need to wear masks in the work. The requirements, which will cover an estimated 84 million workers, follow an executive order from President Joe Biden in September that said businesses with at least 100 employees must ensure their workers are fully vaccinated or undergoing weekly COVID-19 testing. The White House has issued a series of mandates for workers across the federal government and healthcare sector to encourage vaccinations after a surge of coronavirus infections overwhelmed hospitals and led to a spike. The order targeting the private sector has already drawn threats of lawsuits from dozens of Republican attorneys general and caused some businesses to raise concerns about finding enough vaccinated workers in an already tight job market. In Thursday's announcement, the White House said it was extending the timeline for federal contractors to get fully vaccinated, pushing the previous December 8 deadline to January. Officials also said that healthcare workers will be required to have their employees vaccinated by January 4 if they want to receive payments from Medicare and Medicaid programs, as part of a separate executive order Biden signed in September. There will be no testing opt-out option for healthcare workers, and the rule will apply to more than 17 million people, including trainees, volunteers and contractors regardless of whether they interact. A second official said the administration will work with healthcare providers to help them comply with the rule, while also warning it could ultimately bar them from receiving Medicare and Medicaid payments, which cover the vast majority of seniors and the disabled, if they are. The administration's goal is to bring healthcare providers into compliance. It is not to punish workers or healthcare facilities, the official said. However, we will not hesitate to use our full enforcement authority to protect the health and safety of patients. For the employer requirement, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration said it will enforce the rule by relying largely on tipsters and spot checks to find any employers who are in violation. Enforcement by OSHA could prove challenging for an agency with stretched resources, former officials have said. The agency, a division of the Labor Department, had just 862 inspectors in early 2020 to carry out all of its regulatory enforcement duties, according to data obtained by NBC News through a Freedom of Information Act request. The number of inspectors has largely declined in recent years. In 2021, the agency lost another 65 inspectors, despite new hires. While 70% of adults are already fully vaccinated, OSHA estimates the requirement would prevent over 250,000 hospitalizations during the first 6 months and save thousands of lives, a senior administration official said. More than 3,500 organizations, including private businesses, hospitals, schools and local governments have already put vaccination requirements in place, and those requirements have increased vaccination rates by more than 20 percentage points to more than 90%, White House officials